Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready?
The drive will start with an option going left. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Not only a fumble lost there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Now a shot downfield on the opening play is complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Quick throw by Corral, completed out wide. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. And
he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready,
now
ready.
2nd and 9. Ritter now. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquise Goodwin His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On first down, it's Corral. There's Chris Olave. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, New Orleans.
On the play fake, Corral. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And Corral will throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll come out in the pistol. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
New Orleans.
Now for the point after. And now they'll shift things around. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Falcons 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Falcons are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Smash, red. Green jack. Black shot. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Back to throw, Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
10. Watch it. 6.
First down, here's Ritter. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Ritter back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Ritter. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. The trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Corral with it, first down here. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And from the 15, they're... this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Corral. Olave over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Corral. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action here. Corral. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Corral. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. He got 29 yards that time. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw, Corral. This one taken in by Olave. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any.
Touchdown, Saints! Juwan Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready?
Ridder from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Ridder throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Come on, set.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Slide through.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ridder. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Ridder on 1st and 10. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards that time for number 19. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7. Corral looking to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fond of that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On third down. Corral. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Here we go, set.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready, go.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That was the safety, Marcus May, who got the sack there. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Steal, black.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Strikers, 3-3. Edo blue.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Ritter. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Mega.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
Ready?
Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Robinson No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something new.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. There he goes, right side. He may go. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Falcons 13.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Ritter.
46-yard line.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And this is caught. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
They're really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs. Keep possession of the football.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Corral. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on, set.
In motion, Hollins. 1st down, here's Ritter. Here's a screen for Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Black shot. Hut.
Ritter to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. I guess at the very least they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Now 1st and goal.
Set, hut.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
At the Saints 8-yard line.
Ritter. Forced out to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the threat. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
43 rail. Go red. Blue striker. Ready?
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Ritter going to change it up. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Past the 20. 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. This is 1st and 10.
Ultra. Set, cut.
Ritter wants to throw it. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll change things up.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's Ritter. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Saints, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.